Brain health and forgetting. Hi, I'm Dr. McBride, and as a psychologist, I am often talking with my clients about what's normal and what's not, especially with regard to their memory and whether or not the kinds of things they're forgetting are normal. So let's talk about normative age-related forgetfulness and something that sounds a bit more concerning. You want to ask yourself, is the kind of forgetting that I'm experiencing, is it increasingly frequent, or is it increasing in severity? Normal forgetting doesn't tend to worsen over time. It tends to be stable because we all have these experiences. But if it's changing, then you might want to go get that evaluated. You might think about whether or not or how much of an impact it has on your daily life. Are you able to still make your financial decisions and do that in timely ways? Are you able to fulfill your daily routines? And if so, maybe it's less of a concern until you are not able to do those things. How consistent is this? Normal forgetting is sporadic. If we're starting to see aspects of this change or progress, you would want to get that evaluated. The kinds of forgetting, it's really normal to walk into a room and go, what did I come in here for? Where are my keys? That kinds of thing. But if you start to forget names and dates or how to get from here to there, then you might want to get evaluated. The big caveat here, of course, is it is normative for some people to really struggle with names. So just because you forget a name doesn't mean that's a problem. It might mean that it's always been something that you were a little bit weaker at. So these are relative changes, right, to how you used to function to how you function today. Of course, if you are experiencing a loved one and they are experiencing personality changes or behavior changes, that is generally concerning and you would want to get that evaluated. If you're seeing a loved one struggle with problem solving or decision making, if there was a medication that you administered for decades of your life and now all of a sudden you can't calculate the dosing, that would be a concern. So if you are seeing those concerns in yourself, sometimes, or others are noticing it, go ahead and ask a professional for a quick evaluation. We can do some screener measures just to kind of see if we have any additional concerns, or we can, maybe pretty quickly rule out anything and call it more normative. I'm a big fan of this because it does give us a baseline. One of the things that I really advocate for is that as we age, we get a baseline measure of our cognitive functioning or our brain health, just like we get all of those other health measures, so that we can compare us to ourselves as we age. It's very typical to see these changes occur after the age of 65, so that having that baseline before the age of 65 is a good idea. I know I've missed stuff. Drop me a line in the comments, share, send this to someone who maybe needs to hear it, and I am going to drop you another video on how we can preserve our brain health.